I really feel like I'm the private in the back of the formation saying, what are we doing? Do we have a plan? Is there anybody out there that actually knows what's going on? Heck, there's a plan in the DoD for zombies. We don't have one for coronavirus? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And Samantha sent me out here on a mission. She says I gotta have a mask. Okay, so I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna use the real mask. If we're gonna play mask games, I gotta do mask stuff. If it's gonna save me from attic dust and random nasty abandoned houses, well, I got something for them. Gonna save me again, baby. Save me again. Hopefully these canisters aren't as nasty as the virus, because this bad boy's real dirty. So everything's getting wild down here right now. In about 45 minutes, Pensacola, the city limits, is going into full mask effect. So if you're inside or doing business anywhere down here, you gotta wear a mask. This is getting wild. So bars are basically closing. No alcohol can be like sold in the bar environment, I guess. Restaurants are going to 50%. I guess this is the second wave we're dealing with. And things are really changing down here in Pensacola. This is the wildest thing I've seen. I didn't think we'd get a second wave like this. And I'm not sure if they're gonna shut the whole place down. I think they're trying to do this mask order just so they don't have to. The summertime here in Pensacola, tourism is a huge thing. Like, it's like our lifeblood. Fishermen, charter fishermen, vacation rentals, beaches, beach bars. That's really how like everybody makes it, is the summer months. And this happening, at least especially the second wave, the PPP and EIDL and the EIDL money, like that's over. I don't know what we're gonna do. See, today's a major historical event. I mean, this is something that I would have never fathomed 2 or 3 years ago. The bars are down. The alcohol stores are about to get completely rushed because nobody can go out tonight. If you're in the beer or liquor industry, you're toast as far as an establishment. See, I'm no politician. I never want to be, never will be probably, and I despise the industry. I'm just an old Army dude. And to add on that, I'm no scientist. I've never said I was. I never wanted to be. Love those guys. But what I do know is bankruptcy's real. And here in Pensacola, without our travel industry and without, you know, our little local economy of pubs and restaurants and small businesses, like, Pensacola will die. And that's what bothers me the most about this. I don't want to make light of any of this. The virus is real. It's dangerous. And I do my part, and we all do our part. The people around me do their best to not go places we don't have to. I pretty much hang out in my backyard most of the time. I really only go to the office, to the house, to the office, to the house, maybe to Walmart or the beer store. That's about it. I think I've been to Walmart probably once in the last 2 months. I Amazon Prime everything, and I really don't ever spend any money other than maybe to go to the local pub every now and again. Because here in Pensacola, our craft breweries are like a really important thing. But see, that's where I really start to feel bad, is we've gotten some really good breweries and some really good restaurants here, and this has decimated them. And I'm afraid that the world we knew 6 months ago will not be the world we wake up to when this is over, whenever this is over. I really feel like I'm the private in the back of the formation saying, what are we doing? Like, just what are we doing? Do we have a plan? Is there anybody out there that actually knows what's going on? Or is this a political thing? I don't know. Like, in our community, it really hasn't been a big thing. Like, we've actually had more homicides in Escambia County than we've had anything. I'm not belittling this, and I don't want anybody to take it that way, but I do know this, that Pensacola, the Gulf Coast, the things that I can see will not be the same in the next year to 2 years. See, what I do know is this mask order and this slowdown again will decimate our downtown atmosphere. Like, this little office right here is within the mask order range, okay, of downtown Pensacola. For us to go out and go into businesses and come in and out, we will have to wear a mask. People are not going to want to wear a mask here and they're going to just not go out. They're going to just not go to restaurants and bars. They're going to just not go places 20 or 30% less. But people are just not going to do it. And statistically, the margins of restaurants and bars are going to be cut just enough that I don't think a lot of these restaurants will survive. And I'm really passionate about this because we were really seeing a growth here in Pensacola, and now for a lot of people, it's over. Like, it's over. I'm fine, our immediate friends are fine, but for the most part, I'd say 20% of people are gonna get cut. I do know this for science and math. Bankruptcy is real, and for a lot of people, that's the science we're looking at. I don't know the answers, I just know that we've got to figure this out somehow, politically, scientifically, whatever's got to be done. And every time when we close down and then we open back up and then things spike again and we got to close back down. See, we were thinking that in the summer months this was going to go away. Like, the heat was going to stop this, but here we are again. So when we close down again, we open back up again, will it be for anything? I mean, we don't have a vaccine. We don't have it. The science is all over the place. I mean, everybody's wearing a mask and they're touching it the whole time. And then they touch everything else. And then they think that the mask is going to be the problem. Well, if you've ever been in a gas chamber, you know the difference between something like this or a pro mask or something like that versus a bib. Okay, and these little masks are just bibs. I'm no scientist, I'm just saying that the masks are the least of our problems. And I only think the scientists know it's the answer. First it was not, then it is, and it's going to slow it. Well, what happens when we stop wearing a mask? Are we ever going to stop wearing a mask? Or are we going to wear these masks forever? Like before, you weren't allowed to wear a mask in public. Now you're allowed to wear a mask in public. Heck, if you carry a concealed weapon, I don't even think you can have a mask on. So do we not carry concealed weapons anymore? Like, I'm so confused, I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing here. Like, I just don't know. But I'll leave you with this. This will be the greatest wealth gap creator in the last 100 years. The wealth gap is going to be so big because of this, where small businesses are getting bought up by the droves by the upper class. The wealthy always have cash set aside for just this, and they're going to get way richer, way richer. And then there's going to be a massive tax gap in between the have-nots and the haves, and you're not going to be able to get back over it. Like, the amount of wealth that's going to transfer to the upper class right now in corporate America is going to be massive. And in the next 3 years, this is going to be, we're going to be looking back and be like, what did we do? Why didn't we have a plan? Why did we let politicians and scientists not have a plan? They should have thought about this 20 years ago. Heck, there's a plan in the DOD for zombies. We don't have one for coronavirus? This is wild. I mean, I just got to vent my opinion. Comment down below, you guys, with what you think about this. I'm not discounting science. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying the virus is real, but we don't have a plan. What are we going to do? My life's restricted. Everybody's life's restricted. How do we get out of this? Are we just going to sit in our backyard and drink beer forever? We're going to be full-blown alcoholics. Let's get back on a positive note. See you guys tomorrow.